rocket attack on the plane. Kagame denies it, of course, and says that the side that lost the war is responsible for the plans to exterminate the Tutsi community. But we have testimony from Michael Horgan. He used to be the chief investigator for the ICTR, and this is his affidavit. He says in late January or early February '97, they were approached by 3 informants who were members of the RPF who claimed direct involvement in the fatal attack on the president's aircraft. Their evidence implicated Kagame. He informed Judge Arbor, that's Louise Arbor, who, what did I have here? Oh, come on. No. It's up there, it's not here anymore. Michael Horgan informed Louise Arbor in considerable detail about the assassination of Erlinder. Now, Louise Arbor went on to be a justice of the Canadian Supreme Court. She's now the chair of the International Crisis Group. Judge Arbor said that the national team was at an end, and then she asked if there was any other memos, and then essentially she told him to destroy his notes, and the investigation was over, and then he resigned. And there's also an affidavit from former FBI agent James Lyons to this effect, and the military intelligence officer who worked for General Blair has signed a similar affidavit. In the French and Spanish indictments, Judge Rouvier has also indicted the RPF leadership. They can't charge Kagame because of French law, but he asked Carlos Del Ponte to prosecute Kagame, but when she wanted to do that, of course, that's when she was removed from office by the United States. The Spanish judge indictment has charged the RPF and Kagame with crimes of this nature. It's about 320,000 deaths on that order. This was the indictment that our clients were facing in the military one case. The charge was that Bagasora, who was supposed to be the ringleader, were part of a group of senior officers that planned the systematic extermination of the Tutsis. And we tried this case for 7 years. And because I found these documents and put them into the record, which provided an explanation for what really happened in Rwanda, the top 4 military officers were found, the highest ranking officer was found not guilty of everything, and the other officers, the finding was that the chamber wasn't satisfied that they had been proved beyond a reasonable doubt of having engaged in conspiracy, and this was actually what the finding was. When viewed against the backdrop of targeted killings, slaughter perpetrated by civilian and assailants. Now, no, there's no military, no government. Slaughter perpetrated by civilian and assailants between April and July, as well as earlier signs of violence. It's understandable why for many, this shows prior conspiracy. However, they're also consistent with preparations for political and military power struggle when confronted with circumstantial evidence, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And then that quote, the chamber is not satisfied. And this is what Carla Del Ponte said when she came to realize that the U.S. was manipulating the tribunal. It's unfair that politics undermines our work. I find it wounding to see that we have managed to ridicule the principles of international justice because Kagame has signed a bilateral agreement with the United States. Now, the question is, and this is just in the way of personal update, this was the resolution that was introduced in Congress while I was detained in Rwanda. The resolution notes that that I was arrested, I was being detained, but also makes it clear that the U.S. has provided over $1 billion in aid to Rwanda and 240 million in 211. But this only is a small part of it. On October 1st, 2010, the High Commissioner for Human Rights has issued a report that makes clear that the Rwandan government has been committing crimes of genocide, war crimes and crimes against humanity in the Eastern Congo, and has been occupying the Eastern Congo since 1993 through today, stealing minerals to the level of about $250 million a year,